Do we know what's behind these investigations?
Yeah, it's interesting because there's lots of speculation that perhaps it is tied to the founder, Terry Guo's run for Taiwan president, which is kind of the speculative side of this story. What we do know, and I'll get to that in just a minute, what we do know at least is from unidentified sources being reported by state media, the Global Times, and they are saying that essentially Foxconn, which has, of course, the big iPhone city in Zhengzhou in Henan province, they are being investigated by tax authorities for their subsidiaries in Guangdong and in Jiangsu province. Plus, they're being investigated allegedly by natural resources officials in their factories in Henan as well as Hubei provinces. So we don't know the nature of the allegations or why there's been a launch of the investigation other than Honhai Precision, which of course is the listed company in Taiwan. Foxconn is their China presence. Honhai says it will collaborate with authorities, as you rightfully said, Sherry, on unspecified probes. But it is definitely something to watch. Especially if at all it affects production and capacity going forward for all those iPhones and other Apple products, if those investigations lead to some sort of disciplinary action. Now, to your other point about whether this could be some sort of retaliation for anything that Terry Guo has said on the campaign trail, of course, we probably will never know that, but it is probably going to become, and already has become, a political hot potato. Essentially, Terry Guo is known as being pro-business and pro-doing business in China, to the point where some people have said he's a China appeaser. But to assuage, those concerns on the campaign that he's only one-sided and wants more engagement with China, he did say in August, "I will not bow to China's threats." Now, already the vice president, who is the DPP's candidate for president, Lai Ching-te, is out there using this a bit for political fodder. He is saying China shouldn't force Taiwan companies to declare their position whenever an election is taking place. China should acknowledge Taiwanese companies contribute to the Chinese economy greatly. So stay tuned to this one and see how the investigations, plural, go forward.